If you are an educator that is ready to have their students enter the Caring for Our Watersheds contest, then this is the video for you. First, you will navigate to the Caring for Our Watersheds homepage. You will see that there are 3 banners at the top right-hand corner. Go ahead and select Enter Contest banner. Then you will be brought to this page, and as an educator, you will select Educator Portal. And here we will assume that you don't yet have an account. So go ahead and select Sign Up. Here you will just fill in the information, agree to the terms, and go ahead and click that Sign Up button. If you already have an account like I do, you will log in here. Once you have successfully logged in, it will bring you to this page here, which is essentially your profile or account information. So if you ever need to change or update your profile information or password, this is the place to do so. And it is always accessible using the My Profile tab as well. The next step is to register for one of the contests. Click Contest Registration at the top of the page. You will need to register so that you can see your name as an option when students go to enter the contest. Here you will fill in your information. If you do not see your school listed in the drop-down menu, you can click here. Please note that new schools will need to be approved by the local program coordinator before it will be active for your students. Schools only need to be approved one time, and your school will then be accessible from the drop-down menu in future years. Please note, teachers will need to register each contest year in order for their students to submit entries. If for any reason you're having issues with the registration, please contact your program coordinator. Once the coordinator activates the contest for the school year, you should be able to register. Select Submit. Once you do that, students will be able to submit entries which you can view anytime on the Contest Entries page. Only your students' submissions will appear here. Here are some application features. Here we have a list of student proposals that are either being worked on or that have been submitted. So the first column is the access code. This is the code that they will use to access their entry form. It's like a temporary login code. The next column here is the team's information. The following column will identify how many sections of the grant-style application they have completed so far, making it easier to view how much progress they are making. The next column shows whether or not it is submitted. The column after that is to view or edit the proposal. I will go ahead and open up one of these entries for you. So click View/Edit. This is a great tool to use if you need to work with them in developing the proposal. You can open it up on your device and work on it with them there. We will then go back to the entry page. If a team forgets their access code, you can send it to them using Send Access Code to Group Members button. You can also reset the code by clicking Reset Code. Once students submit a proposal, they will not be able to modify them. However, if a student goes to you and the deadline has not yet approached and they need to work on their proposal again, you can undo the submission. This one is already submitted and you can see that the button under Undo Submit is active. You can click that and then they are able to edit it again. If it is past the deadline, then the coordinator is the only one that is allowed to undo the submission. So if that is the case, contact your program coordinator after that. You are able to download a team's submissions individually using the Download PDF button here, or use the Download PDFs at the top to download all entries into one PDF. This is helpful for grading purposes or to provide comments. Use the Excel spreadsheet to see at a glance which questions groups have answered and which groups have submitted. You also have the ability to delete an entry, if needed, using the Delete This Contest Entry button. If you click this button, it will then ask for confirmation, and then it will be deleted. This cannot be undone by anyone. And that is all for the features on the Contest Entries page. If you ever run into any issues, as always, feel free to reach out to the program coordinator. That is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching.